Welcome to the 2019 Moultrie Colquitt County Christmas Parade. Welcome, Moultrie. Let's hear it for Moultrie and the Canopy of Lights. I am between Santa and two great people who are here in our community who are helping host the parade this year. We have Don and Joanne Howell. Don is the IT, that's the computer and really technical smart stuff director of the city of Moultrie, and Joanne is the administrative officer of a very special medical college. That's right, we now have a medical college in Moultrie, Georgia, and we need to say that how, because it's said a different way sometimes. How do we need to properly say that?
So we are PCOM South Georgia.
PCOM South Georgia, our medical college, our medical school. Joanne, thank you for being here. Don, thank you for being here to help host. I'm David Herndon, and this once again is a great opportunity and a pleasure for me to be with my old friend Santa Claus. We won't say how long we've gone back, but it's good to see you again, my old friend.
It's good to be here, David. I always enjoy coming and meeting with the people from Moultrie. I grew up close to here, not here, but close by, and I love this town and I love the people, all except one. And I'll not tell you who that was.
Well, Santa, we won't ask, but they won't be getting much this year probably. Let's talk just for a second about the history of downtown Moultrie and the Canopy of Lights and why the real Santa Claus comes to Moultrie for Christmas time and loves the Canopy of Lights. Tell us a little bit of background and why that's so special.
Well, the Canopy of Lights originally started out with only 4 lines that went from the corner down, and it came from the top of the courthouse. And it was started in 1934, no matter what the city says, 1934. And then went right on up to World War II, where they asked them not to do it. They didn't do it for 2 years during World War II. Right after the war was over, they started back, and look where we are today. The prettiest town in period, just prettiest town there is, beautiful lights and beautiful people. Makes me feel good to come to Moultrie.
We want to thank you, Santa, for coming again. We'll be seeing Santa later in the parade. Have you guys put in your requests from Santa this year?
No, not yet. I still have to come and visit.
See, she's behind. I've got my list in.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Santa. We know you've got to go get in the parade, and we'll let you exit the stage here. And we'll be having a couple of other people who always give greetings. Don and Joanne, we've been doing this so many years. Lewis Hill, who the amphitheater is named after, first started doing television coverage of the Moultrie Colquitt County Christmas Parade, and we are doing it again this year, and it is a privilege not only to have you here in our community as the IT director for the city of Moultrie, but also you as the administrative officer of, it is such a thrill to say, our medical school here in Moultrie, Georgia. Great to have y'all here.
And even though we've only been here a year and a half, we have felt so welcomed and been made to feel so at home here in Moultrie. And I'll just say that we've seen so many Christmas parades and seen so many towns decorated for Christmas. The lights in Moultrie are spectacular and elegant at the same time.
Well, thank you, and I'm sure that we will always welcome people that are coming in with the medical college, and I'm sure that it's only going to grow. Is that right?
It is. We are currently interviewing for our second class right now, and we hope to have another 59 students next year. And we're just so happy to be part of this community, and everyone has made us feel so welcome. So thank you so much for all the warm wishes that you've given us.
Thank you, Joanne. We have a couple of other folks who are going to make their way up on the stage as we're getting ready tonight under the Canopy of Lights. It is the mayor of Moultrie, and behind every good man, there is a great woman who is our First Lady, Katrina McIntosh. Happy holidays.
Thank you,
Merry
David.
Christmas.
Thank you, David. This is a beautiful night downtown, and on behalf of your city, we welcome all the families, everyone here tonight. Enjoy this wonderful parade. We know we had to move it to tonight, but it is perfect tonight. And we always enjoy coming downtown and enjoying all the shops, the lights, the people visiting, the comradeship. And it was just a fine time to be downtown in Moultrie, Georgia. So we wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and happy New Year. A lot of things happening in downtown Moultrie, and for next year, you're going to see a lot of spectacular things happen in downtown Moultrie. So Merry Christmas to all of you. Katrina?
Merry Christmas. It's magical in downtown Moultrie. That's the new way I've decided to say it. Everything's magical. The lights, the restaurants, the shops, everything downtown is welcoming and warm. And we are so happy that you've come out tonight for the Christmas parade, and we hope you'll have the merriest Christmas and the happiest and healthiest New Year.
There are no greater advocates for downtown and the shops and the restaurants and the eateries and the places to go and things to do in Moultrie. Just comment once again why Moultrie downtown is such a vibrant hub for Southwest Georgia.
There's such a variety of businesses downtown, and I think it's the spirit of the people, the merchants downtown, and the people just have a good time. We like to put our best face forward for everyone, our visitors and our local people. It's just a lot of fun to come downtown. It always has been, and we look forward to even getting better and better.
And this year was special when you welcomed Santa Claus back in Thanksgiving night and you turned the lights on. This year, the mayor was there as always, but you were also joined by a special young man, your grandson this year.
Right, that was a very special event for me to have my grandson, our grandson there, and to help Santa turn the lights on. He was in awe, and the crowd was absolutely stupendous. Had a great time, and I think that was just a wonderful time for everybody in Moultrie.
We want to also remind everybody the stores are generally open through Christmas on Sundays. So thank y'all for always being there as champions for our downtown and for all that you do. Thank you so much. You're going to go get in the parade, and we'll see you in a little bit. Merry Christmas. That's Mayor Bill McIntosh, First Lady Katrina. Let's give them a round of applause. You couldn't count the things that both of them have done and continue to do for our community, and we thank them so much. I hear the siren in the background, which means the parade is getting close. Our judges this year are Rachel Bryant, Corey Roberts, and Maria Valdez. And let's give a round of applause for our judges. One of the things that we do here at the parade is that there are several categories and the people compete, the floats and whatnot, so those judges have a difficult time.
And they have a lot of floats to look at. We were amazed last year at the number of participants in the parade,
Right.
And the amount of people that were on the floats, just a wide variety of floats that were out there.
You know what's really spectacular, if you could ride through the entire downtown right now in anticipation for the parade, is just thousands and thousands of families and children, folks who have come from all over, near and far, to see this parade, because most towns have a parade at Christmas, but nobody's got a parade under the canopy of lights.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Now, when y'all have moved here, where did you move from?
We moved from Houston, Georgia, which is up near Brazelton, so above Atlanta. So we enjoyed our winter last year with really hardly any cold weather. So that was fantastic. And originally I'm from Philadelphia, so not having any snow to deal with is really a wonderful thing.
Well, we probably may not have snow tonight, but it's pretty cold. And if you can get the picture at home, if you're watching this on the web, this is going to be on the web and will go worldwide. We want to say special hello to those folks who are from Moultrie, who are wherever you are, Florida, New York, Canada, wherever you are. We want to say welcome back to Moultrie tonight and being a part of our Christmas parade. And also for the service people. A lot of service people will watch this on the internet, and it's going to be on Facebook and the internet, and also locally and regionally on cable television. So we've got a lot of audiences here. There are folks who can get in their car and come down and shop and eat and dine and be a part of downtown Moultrie during the holidays. Those people who are regionally in our area, Thomasville, Tallahassee, Albany, Camilla, Cairo, Tifton, all these other great towns. Moultrie's in the middle of it all. So tonight, as you're watching the community spirit and the beauty of our courthouse and the lights, hopefully that will be our calling card to you, our Christmas card to you, this parade, to come on and be a part of the holidays in downtown Moultrie.
And I know we've said this many times before, but that's one thing that makes Moultrie so special is it is centrally located in the southwest Georgia area, and we're kind of the hub of the wagon wheel, so to speak.
And Don and Joanne both, but Don in particular, we've been working on projects. I've been involved with the Downtown Moultrie Tomorrow Group and the DDA, Downtown Development, and you have been involved tremendously. A lot of great people. The Main Street office, Amy Johnson and her group, the mayor who was here. We've started a few years back doing projects, each year doing different projects. We've gotten a pocket park completed just up the street with umbrellas and a nice area. We've got another pocket park behind what's Beans and Strings, the coffee shop that's standing in front of us tonight and full of people. And we've got a welcome center which has been purchased and is very much under development. That's going to welcome folks that come into the community that's here in our courthouse. And we've got a new restaurant or restaurants coming. We've got a new pocket park where the old Sportsman restaurant used to be, and that entire parking area is about to, very early in the year, about to be renovated. And Don has worked tremendously hard on bringing in something new, which is going to happen this year. It's a fiber ring. Fiber ring is going to bring Wi-Fi to downtown for visitors. It's also going to provide security cameras where everybody can feel a lot more secure in our downtown than some others, because we want to be progressive. And Don, if you would just tell me, what do you think about all of these projects that we've raised probably close to $1 million in services and in contributions, mostly all done a very large part by the private sector.
Yeah, and these are going to bring some real quality of life improvements to downtown, and it's all part of the continuing revitalization that we've seen in the period of time that we've been here, and even before. We hope to bring some security cameras, of course. That'll offer some more security for the people that come downtown. Some wireless connectivity so that you can hook your iPads and your laptops and your cell phones and your iPhones up to the internet without having to pay anything. We're also very interested in putting some speakers in the downtown area so that we can pipe music for celebrations throughout the downtown area. So it'll be kind of a pleasant backdrop for your shopping experiences and dining experiences. So we hope to have that coming up in the very near future.
And that's really, it sounds maybe silly, but really, if you've got speakers throughout your downtown and you're able to do promotional messages and build a community spirit, do different holiday music, different holidays, and different background enjoyable music, it just adds to community, doesn't it?
It does. And if you ask communities such as Americas that have done something similar to this, putting speakers in the downtown area, the feedback has been absolutely 100% positive. People love having the music in the background as they shop. They love to be able to hear announcements. They love to hear things that are going on in the city. And it's not something that's going to be blaring in your ears, but something that's background that you can just kind of hear as you kind of ambience down as you go around doing your business downtown.
Well, we had started about a 5 to 7 year project, a number of initial projects, and we're smack dab in the middle, and this year is going to be a big year and a push basically probably to get those initials done. And then we're looking at some other things, some family, children play areas, that type thing put in.
And it has been such a community effort. It's been a project for the entire city. We've had the Downtown Development Authority, Downtown Moultrie Tomorrow's been involved, the Main Street office, private people that have given privately and publicly, and it's really been a community effort to bring all this stuff to fruition and bring it all together.
And I would love to start naming all of the groups, the banks, the financial institutions, and all of the organizations that have given, but it would take quite a bit of time, and I don't want to miss anyone or any organization, but the Development Authority has been helping and been partnering along with the Downtown Development Authority and other things. So where the old Sportsman used to be, where we used to have such a good time at breakfast, that will be a beautiful walk-through park, and there'll be a restaurant going in there, and then the entire parking area behind what the Sportsman used to be is going to have a complete, beautiful renovation and be an additional center to downtown. So all of those things, everybody from the Main Street office to the mayor and council, the county commission, to the city manager, to the county administrator, everybody has pitched in. The Development Authority, Southwest Georgia Bank, Ameris Bank. We want to thank everyone who have stepped up to make a difference. The Deloach Trust, everyone who has worked so hard, and the Main Street director and Amy's staff. And really, it's been unbelievable.
And so many merchants also.
The merchants are now doing a fundraiser. Southwest Georgia has matched whatever they can raise. That's going to bring in a lot of capabilities. And the Welcome Center, which is the old City Trend building, is downtown on the square that has the canopy of lights over it. And it's important for us to have that Welcome Center, don't you think?
I do. Now, especially with the school here too, it's nice for us to send prospective students and their families to a Welcome Center. They can really capture all the activities and shopping and restaurants that we have here in Moultrie for the students.
And I think it's important to note a historic downtown area has challenges that brand new developments do not have. We have what I'd call ancient buildings. What used to be the Belk Hudson building when I was growing up has been vacant for some time. The Downtown Development Authority, Downtown Moultrie Tomorrow have gone in concert and gotten a developer in there. There's going to be loft condo apartments there. There's going to be retail eateries downstairs. That is a major project. So there's a lot going on. We have Lassiter Tractor we want to thank for providing some wonderful ATVs. Looks like my municipal court clerk, Ms. Donna Wilson, is bringing that over. And that being the book. The book is a book of all of the entries. Now, we say this every year. We do this live. We don't stop and back everybody up and retake it. So we goof up. So at least I goof up a lot. Thank you, Donna. So we're going to be goofing up a little bit, but that's part of this. I watched the Macy's parade, and they goofed up a couple of times too. So it's all right. We're not going to have the big balloons because of the canopy would snag them. I don't think the balloons would work. But anyway, this parade originally, and my voice is going, but we'll be all right. This parade originally was Thursday night, this past Thursday night, and that didn't work out because it was 80% rain and it was freezing cold, and it was postponed till tonight, Saturday night. They had a character day. All these Goofy and Mickey and all these characters were downtown, and families were downtown all day, and then that worked into this Saturday night parade. What do you guys think about the Saturday night parade?
It's turned out to be absolutely beautiful. The weather is just cool enough to make you feel like it's winter. It's no rain, no humidity, no fog. I think it's a wonderful night.
Yeah, if you're in the Middle East and you're in the military and you're from Moultrie and you're watching this, God bless you for watching it, and God bless you for your service. Or if you're just at home here in Colquitt County watching this on TV, or if you're down in Thomas County watching this, it is chilly tonight. It has gotten dark. The cameras will pan up and show this bright canopy of lights against a very dark or darkening sky. I don't really see any clouds. I don't think it's going to rain. I don't think there are are any. The courthouse is absolutely stunning tonight. And I know already I've talked to a number of people that are from other towns that have come in to Moultrie to see this. We have a lot of great areas of development, a lot of great points of pride, but our downtown continues to be the very center of our county, the very center, the heartbeat of our town.
And the people work so hard to bring great things to downtown Moultrie, but at the same time, they work equally as hard to help it maintain its South Georgia charm and the historical significance that the downtown area has.
Joanne, what is it like coming in as the administrative officer director of a brand new medical college, medical school in a town the size of Moultrie, with the history of Moultrie and such community spirit like we have in Moultrie?
No, you can't find this small town charm in the big city where I grew up. Everybody knows you. It's great. We've met so many people. We're making friends and part of the community itself, and it's really wonderful. And one of the other things I did want to mention was when I found out last year that you do a Christmas ball each year, for one of the businesses or one of the establishments here. And so this year it's green and it's for Cranford Jewelry. And so everybody come and get one of those. And so we started decorating our tree with these.
Moultrie ornaments.
Moultrie ornaments and the little light bulbs that were the original light bulbs for the canopy. We have a few of those hanging on our tree also. And so we're really proud to be part of this.
Well, we're proud to have you here, and we are proud for the progressive nature of our town. We're largely based on agriculture, but we have so many things going for us, and we want to also think of all the kids in all of the schools who worked on floats and entries. A lot of them are going to be here because of the change, because of the weather. There may have been just a handful that were not able to come through and do tonight, but because it was changed, a number of folks were able to do an entry tonight. So believe me, the parade will go on and on and on. And by the time we get to the end of it, Santa will be here, and it will be just a great parade. Again, if you're watching at home, which I guess you are watching at home, unless you're watching in a TV store or something like that, what you're seeing, well, people stream now.
They all stream.
You have streaming now, so there's no telling where people are watching. But if you're watching, it's cold, it's dark, the canopy of lights is shining out, and there is a sea of thousands and thousands of people, families, good people. I'm not seeing any bad people. It's all good people, and their kids, their grandparents.
Funnel cake.
There's funnel cake.
Yeah.
Don, let's go get some funnel cake.
We'll go and get some funnel cake afterwards. I was just going to say that there were people lined up. We parked about 3 blocks away, and there were people wall to wall walking up here. We had to walk in the street part of the way because people were on the sidewalks and in the parking lots and on their cars. There's funnel cake.
There's funnel cake.
There's a lovely young lady trying to hand us funnel cake, and I'm sure it's low carb.
We'll graciously accept later.
Funnel cake. I don't think my doctor wants me to have any funnel cake, but thank you anyway. There was a family here earlier who had traveled from somewhere, and where were they from? And we were going to at least introduce them. They were from, where were they from?
They missed their parade.
They missed the parade in their town. The kids were really upset, and they wanted to see a down-home Christmas parade. So they really thought hard and wanted to go to the most special parade. And being that Moultrie's parade is the only parade that completely goes under a canopy of lights,
I think they're on their way.
They came, and someone brought to our attention that they missed their parade wherever they're from, and they came here, and we're going to give them an ornament for traveling to symbolize all of the many great families.
Here they come.
And they're coming up here. It's a lovely family. You guys come right in here. Hi, how are you? And what are your names?
Lauren.
Brandon.
Keegan. Keegan. Laura, Brandon, and Keegan. And do you have a last name, or is that it?
Montgomery.
Montgomery. And where are you from?
Tifton, Georgia.
That's not that far away. I thought y'all were somewhere exotic. Let's give a hand for the folks who've come from out of town, from Tifton, Georgia. Now, it's my understanding y'all wait a minute. Y'all missed your your parade?
Yes, sir.
And why did you miss your parade?
The Georgia football game.
Well, at least it was a good reason.
Was there a Georgia football game?
No, not really.
All right. All right. So you missed it, and then who was upset and said you got to go to a Christmas parade?
Me.
All right. So Mama spoke, and we're at a Christmas parade, and y'all came to the best Christmas parade because it's downtown Moultrie. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You heard that. Let's give them an applause, and we want to present you with one of the original antique, may not be antique, but it's supposedly one of the original lights that hang up there, and you can put it on your tree. What's that, Keegan?
Also, Merry Christmas.
You're going to say Merry Christmas? All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Say it.
Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you, Keegan. Merry Christmas.
Keegan.
Thank you guys from Tifton. Thanks.
Have fun tonight.
We want to thank all of our friends from all the adjoining counties that came tonight, and there are thousands and thousands of people here.
There are.
The weather actually is cold. It feels like my refrigerator, but it is a great night to have a parade, don't you think?
It's a wonderful night for a parade.
You made mention of the fact of the people in the armed services that are going to be watching us from the recorded portion, and just very thankful for those people that are out there not at home with their families, protecting our country, and we're thankful that they're taking time out of their lives to do that while we're safe at home here.
One of the things that also the television provides, and now the internet, we started doing this. Lewis Hill did it several years, and we lost Lewis so much too soon, but then I started doing this, and with a lot of great people over the years, but now the internet's kind of taken over in Facebook, so there's going to be people who are elderly and who can't get out.
That's right.
And this really is a ministry, if that, to give Christmas cheer to so many people who, like you say, are in harm's way in other places, and also who physically can't get out in the cold and who can't come down here. So
See lights.
there are some lights in the distance. If you look down the street, there are some emergency lights, and they're on the way very slowly. So that's the parade. I want to remind everybody there are likely live animals in the parade. There are motor vehicles in the parade. There are wagons in the parade. There are a lot of moving things in the parade. So everybody, please keep your kids back, and please be safe. We want to be safe, and we want everyone at home to enjoy watching this without any problems. Is that right?
That's
It is
right.
correct. And you know what, I got to thinking, thank you to the Moultrie Police Department, Colquitt County Sheriff's Department, all the first responders that are on duty tonight, keeping us safe here and taking care of business in case something happens while the parade's going on.
Well, I know that you guys have come with the new medical college, but my son and I were talking today. We're now 7 generations of my family here in Moultrie, and I don't know of a brighter time future-wise for our downtown than this generation now. We're looking over at the YMCA downtown. We're looking at Beans and Strings Coffee. There's so many restaurants. There's so many jewelry stores and clothing stores, antique shops, gift stores, and now I believe the Canopy of Lights parade is upon us, and it is exciting. And the first entry is going to be, Joanne,
The Moultrie Police Department, Chief Sean Latston and Sheriff Rod Howell.
you know, a lot of towns, the police department argue, fight, and scrape with the sheriff's department. Not here. They work hand in hand. Let's give our law enforcement a round of applause, because we appreciate what our law enforcement does here, and we can be proud of it. Our law enforcement. So that is Sean Ladson and
Hey, Chief.
Chief Sean Ladson and Sheriff Rod Howell. In years past, I would run out and let folks comment, and that caused gaps in the parade, so they don't let me do that anymore.
Keep it going.
We'll have to keep you here on the stage.
That's right. I caused trouble when I did that. Who do we have now? What do we have coming up here?
We have the Colquitt County High School 50 Regiment Band.
All right, and we got the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Moultrie Police vehicle, and there is that a gator on the top?
That's a gator.
Why is there an alligator on the top of the car? We don't know. But anyway, here's the 50th Regiment Marching Band. Let's sit down and
Okay.
listen to the band now.
And they're just coming back from their trip to Philadelphia.
They have been to Philadelphia. Tell me what parade they were in up
So
there.
they were in the oldest Thanksgiving Day parade in Philadelphia, which are such fond memories for me, going down and watching and seeing them on TV all the time. So we were happy to help support their travel going up there, and just really happy that they were in my hometown.
We're going to listen to the sounds of the 50th Regiment Band. And let me say this, the band always makes us proud, but of recent times, it definitely is gaining momentum, quality, size. Let's listen to the band. They have Christmas lights, which are honoring the Canopy of Lights, the unique Canopy of Lights parade, on their instruments. That's a good idea. Look at the size of that band. A lot of great kids.
I was in the band in high school. We never got to decorate our instruments with lights.
What instrument did you play, Don?
I played the baritone saxophone.
Baritone saxophone. I played the trumpet until they kicked me out. We're waiting for the mayor and the first lady of Moultrie, Mayor Bill McIntosh and Katrina McIntosh. Every year, I don't even know, but I know every year, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. They're driven by Sid Collins and his beautiful Boss Hog. And if you watch Dukes of Hazzard, you know what I'm talking about. His Boss Hog Cadillac. Sid is a major mainstay for downtown, and he is a cornerstone of our downtown. We appreciate him as a great merchant. Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor of Moultrie and first lady,
Ms.
Bill and Katrina McIntosh. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Fantastic people all the way around.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We are very
Ms.
lucky.
Katrina was telling us it was 37 years, right?
37
37th
years.
parade.
And every time I see that car, I think I really would love to have one like that, Sid. But it probably takes 20 gallons of gas to get around the square once. What year is that? What year is the car? A 69. The name of the car is Ginger. It's a little older than I am. Wow. But it looks better than I do, so it's aged better. We want to thank the mayor and Katrina not only for coming here, but they do so much for our community, and a lot of it no one ever knows about. Don, you enjoy working with the city, and what's it like being a part of the city?
It's a fine group of people to work with and work for. We have a great city manager. We have great department directors. We have great staff. They take care of the roads. They take care of the garbage pickup. They take care of making sure the power stays on in storms and after storms. It's just a fine group of people to work with and work for.
I have had the honor of serving as the city judge for so many years, and I just love this town, and it's always great to serve a town where people care for each other.
They do, and we call it home.
All right, today there was a character event. If you came downtown, and so many thousands did, there was like an explosion of characters. It looked like Toy Story going on, and here are some of the characters now. It is Buzz Light. Slow down a little bit. Buzz Lightyear, Woody, Mr. Potato Head. I thought he was somebody else, but it's Mr. Potato Head. Who else is on the other side? Well, Woody. Okay, Woody's on the other side. Buzz Lightyear. And I bet there were 100 characters downtown and thousands of kids, and it was an awesome day. And before they'd have a character breakfast every year, but this year they didn't have the breakfast, just had the characters, and everybody got to shop and mingle and enjoyed it the entire day.
We saw the Facebook pictures.
And it worked great. So it was a huge success. Another successful event. During the holidays, I think there's 17 events going on. huge events. Moultrie City Council and County Commission working together to serve forever. Thank you for the county commissioners and the city council. Wilma Hadley, Lisa Hill, Cecil Barber, Reverend Ponder is there. Johnny Hardin's with the commission. Barbara Jelks, Commissioner Jelks. Who else is on there? Is there anyone? Who? Freddie Farrell is on. Hey, Freddie. Is there anybody else on? The lights hitting us, we can't see. We want to thank everybody who's on the commission and city council. They ride together to show unity, and we want to thank all of them for coming along. Thank you for your support for our downtown, our merchants, and those who come to support our downtown. Appreciate it. What have we got next,
Next, we
Joanne?
have the First Presbyterian Church, all decorated on their float.
I love that Bronco there. That is a beautiful Bronco.
It looks like the manger scene.
The best Christmas. Now slow up here. Slow down so we can see it. Best Christmas to remember is the first Christmas when Jesus was born. Come hear the story at Presbyterian Church. Sundays at 11 and Christmas Eve at 5. Okay. Thank you, Presbyterian Church. A lot of friends there, and a very, very historic church. I remember when they had their 100th anniversary, and that's been a few years now, but a lot of great and a beautiful church. If you ever get to go inside First Presbyterian Church, it borders on our downtown, and we are grateful for their history and their coming here tonight.
I think the Red Diamond dance team just went by.
We have Merry Christmas. Shelby Cook, who is a dear friend. Shelby, come up. Shelby's always had this thing for Thunderbirds, and it looks like he has upgraded this year. He's got a black one that's one of the originals, and he's got a red one now. And the Masons, thank you again for the Masons Lodge 381. Shelby Cook.
Very nice car.
We have another group coming up, and I think it may be some karate chopping.
Oh, we've got a martial arts.
Martial arts.
Bautista's martial arts.
Batista Martial Arts develops confidence and belief in yourself through fitness and self-defense training. We want to thank them for coming. They teach self-defense classes. And let's see some moves.
Merry Christmas.
Have you guys got any moves you could show us?
There you go. There's a high kick.
Spinning back kick.
Have we got any moves?
Awesome.
You can't bow to the camera and do a move for us? There we go. All right.
There you go.
All right. Can somebody
Very
break
nice.
a board? He's got a board.
You going to break
No.
that board for us?
Well, we're going to break a board,
board
ladies
for
and
us.
gentlemen.
Here we go.
We're going to break a board.
Hey, look at
wow.
that.
Nice.
Wow.
Very
Fantastic.
nice. Merry Christmas.
TJ just broke a board. That's a first for the Christmas parade, somebody breaking a board. The Veterans Bus is a special program for those
Merry
who
Christmas.
veterans.
Thank you
It's
for
a
your
great,
service.
great organization and a great project, a community project. They load up and they go to the Veterans Hospital, the Veterans Express of Colquitt County, and this is something that gets a lump in your throat when it comes by Christmas time, thinking about a community that gets together and brings this bus for the veterans to ride, to have
Thankful
a
for
place
our
to get
veterans.
medical treatment. Who's next?
Next, we have CNS.
Let's tell them what CNS has done. You can tell them that. What is CNS?
CNS is the local cable company. They provide a lot of internet service. They provide streaming service. They provide television service and telephone service to the Southwest Georgia area.
What is CNS next? Because it says CNS next. now.
CNS Next is the rebranding of CNS. So this is what their new rebranding for the coming couple of years is going to be.
It's a massively big float.
It's a beautiful
That
float.
is gorgeous.
Thank you,
They have a
CNS
fireplace in the
Next.
back, keeping them warm tonight.
Thank you for putting all that time into that float, because that is a fantastic float.
The fire looks warm.
It does, because it's cold up here. Joanne Don was going to go to Beans and Strings and get us coffee, and he said, well, there's 100 people in line, so we didn't get our coffee.
No, we didn't. We'll have to get it after we're done.
Yeah.
And the lines stand out some.
So next up, we have Colquitt Regional Medical Center, and we were so happy that they were the big part of us coming here to Moultrie with Mr. Matney and all of his support and gathering all of the local support together for us prior to even talking about the project to us. So we're super happy to be partners with them. Colquitt Regional Float is highlighting their A hospital safety score. This year they earned their 11th consecutive A rating. Woo!
Let's give them a round of
Yeah.
applause for having that
Friday.
A hospitality
That's very
safety
good.
score. That is big.
Merry Christmas.
And
We're the
2019 Employee of the Year, Tracy Edwards is on board. Congratulations, Tracy, for being 2019 Employee of the Year. Lasser Tractor
Fantastic
Company is
tractor.
next, and they would like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. And we want to thank Lassiter Tractor for making sure that we had a great entry, and also that they provided a lot of equipment to make the parade possible.
Oh,
We're going to let Joanne drive a tractor next year.
I really
Merry
want to drive
Christmas, Lassiter Tractor.
one. That's on my bucket list. Hi, Mrs. Close.
Merry Christmas.
Applause.
I see some next door neighbors
We've
on
got
the float.
reindeers.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, look.
Aw. We want to thank all of the kids on all the floats, and these floats are huge. They're just like major floats. Thank you, Lassiter
Oh,
Tractor.
next we have our McDonald's,
McDonald's of Moultrie.
representing. Oh, hey, they have a Christmas dog in the parade too.
Thank you for coming, but I'm going to encourage the restaurants next year to bring the host some coffee and some burgers or something.
Great
There
McDonald's
you
French
go.
fries.
All right, here we go. Here's a McDonald's.
For my great team.
Oh, they're giving us one
Thank
free
you,
hamburger.
Thank you.
One free hamburger for McDonald's.
Thank you.
I go through that drive-through a lot. Thank you, McDonald's. I appreciate you coming here. Windstream. Don, tell us about Windstream.
Windstream Communications, another one of the service providers here in the Southwest Georgia area for telephone, internet, and television services.
No, and they have a gingerbread house full of people.
And they have a new service called Kinetic, which is fiber optics to the home.
We got a beautiful Ram truck pulling it there, and a Kinetic by Windstream. And we're giving something. Somebody's giving me a bell. Why are we giving a bell? We're going to ring it. There's something on it. Kinetic by Windstream. What is Kinetic?
Kinetic is a new internet service that Windstream is
Okay.
going to be rolling out to the
All right.
community.
Okay, it's a
We're actually
new.
in the
It's a
process
new.
of rolling it out now.
We need to mention how beautiful that gingerbread house was. We're talking about that, but they had a beautiful gingerbread. Somebody worked on a lot. What you got for me, Joanne? What's up next?
Next, we have Nutrient Ag Solutions. They're always there at the Ag Expo, which we've been able to enjoy each October for.
The
I've done about 5 of them now. so-
Nutrient Ag Solutions are here in Moultrie, and they have a great presence and a beautiful truck with beautiful families, beautiful people on the
look at
truck.
coming up.
And what a nice entry. We want to welcome them. That's a great ag business. We're the capital of agriculture here in Colquitt County, and ag business is huge, and thank you for coming.
And Nutrient brings a lot of agricultural technology to the area also.
Now, this thing is unbelievable. This is like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie or something, and I'm worried about the canopy of lights that taking them down. How do you get up in that thing?
They've got to have a ladder, I'm sure.
An elevator.
I grew up on the farm South Colquitt County, and I know what that is. Don, do you know what that is?
Not a clue.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's some kind of spreader.
A spreader.
It is a kind of spreader. It has nothing to do with a medical college, I can tell you that. But that spreader is a lot bigger and nicer than I remember spreaders. But anyway, we want to thank Nutrient Ag Solutions. All right, I'm starting to move the book forward too fast, and Joanne is doing the right thing and getting on to me. Who do we have next, Joanne?
Next, we have Skills USA. Merry Christmas.
Skills USA. Officers from Colquitt County High School, they're in workshop building and planning for a custom-built train for Christmas.
Wow.
They're building a custom train for Christmas. All right.
Oh, they're doing it right in front of us.
Doing it right
They're
now.
literally building a train for Christmas while it's coming around. Now, that's a cool idea,
Yeah.
cool hats, cool people.
I've
What
heard
are you going to do with the train? They don't know what they're going to do with the train. They're just going to build it. They're going to take it for a ride.
Take it for a ride next to the Christmas tree.
So that should be interesting. All right. I like trains. I've always liked trains. So. What have we got next, Joanne?
Up next, we have Classic Collision. Classic Collision is their classic 1966 Chevy pickup truck. The gang has been to the tree farm and are ready for a Christmas to remember.
We want to thank Classic Collision for presenting this beautiful truck.
And that's our parade theme for this year is A Christmas to Remember, correct?
A Christmas to Remember. You are correct. And look at this float. Now, that's neat. I'm not a judge.
No, that's definitely.
I'm not a judge tonight for the parade, but that is a neat float.
It's a great float.
That is a great idea. It's a Radio Flyer red wagon. And
nice.
I don't know who come up with the idea for that.
That's an icon of the Christmas season.
There's a guy in the back with his kids. He said he came up with that. I bet your wife came up with the idea. Beautiful, beautiful float. All right, Moultrie Sons of the Confederate Veterans is up next, and we welcome them and thank them for coming. Let's watch the Sons of the Confederate Veterans.
Float after my own heart. The Georgia South Family Medicine Residency Clinic. We're so happy to have our students working with them. The Georgia South Family Medicine Residency Clinic is a model of outpatient teaching, creating a culture of exceptional continuity of care.
All right.
Prevention. Hey, Woody.
We want to thank
Dr. Weeks. Yeah.
South Georgia wishes you a very Merry Christmas.
So thank you and that is a residency program that's based here in our hospital. It's a rural hospital, and it makes all the difference in the world to a community.
They are with us trying to solve the physician shortage that we have in this region.
Well, again, PCOM Medical School here is in such a great place. Thank you.
Look at
Warner
this.
Recovery Agency.
The smallest flatbed.
You can't get any cuter than that. 3 rides on New Year's Eve if you in your car.
Don't drink and drive.
If you're in your car, don't drink and drive. Warner Recovery.
Nice.
Now, that's a
Very
great
nice.
service.
That is a great service.
That's a fantastic little big. I don't know who during the year he goes around and picks up, unless it's those little cars like that, I guess.
He'll be busy Christmas Day.
But that's cute. We have more Warner Recovery, Johnny Warner, and the whole crew there. And they have the back set up as a cross, and that is very fitting for Christmas. And we thank you for being a great business who wants to be in our parade and make a difference to make our parade great.
They have 3 entries and lots of people. Right?
And there's about 100 people on the back of this truck. This is a big truck here. This is more of Warner Recovery. There's
Merry
Christmas to all the kids. You know, one of the great things, all the talent all the kids have, and all the hundreds of programs all the thousands of kids are in, and this is one of them. It's Hannah's School of Music. What can you tell me about Hannah's School of Music, Joanne?
Hannah's School of Music offers lessons in piano, voice, and guitar to all ages. We believe that no one is too young or old to experience the magic of making music.
And I'm not just saying this, but these floats are awesome this year. This is like one of those Hallmark movies my wife watches constantly at home. It looks like a Hallmark movie. They're all somewhere singing, and
Beautiful float.
somebody will fall in love during the holidays, and there will be a happy ending. All right.
Here's
That
Dermont
was a
Tractor.
great float. Now, what is this?
This is Dermont Tractor.
This is DeMont Tractor. No, this is not DeMont Tractor.
No.
So here we go.
Here we go.
I work for Fleet Pride. I built this for the Toys for Tot Toys run in Valdosta, from Lake Park to Valdosta. I built this just for the kids.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much. Santa sled.
Would love to stay and talk, but I've been in trouble in years past. We can't stop the people because a gap develops and then people downstream get upset. DeMott Tractor,
There we
these
go.
folks
There's
are
DeMott
actually my
Tractor.
neighbors. Trip Strong. Is Trip on there? His sister is on there. We all know the story of Trip, who is in my son's first grade class, had a tragic accident, but has come back and made this community so strong. And so we want to remember Trip DeMott, and he is doing so great. He has come to see us.
A lot of support for Trip.
Lots of
Well,
support and lots of
he is the
prayers,
strongest
too.
person I know, and his family's a beautiful family, and his sister's a beautiful. And those are his grandparents. That's the
We see
DeMott.
bows all over town in support.
Trip has
How many of them?
is really a testament to strength and to community, and we love Trip DeMott, and we thank DeMott Tractor Company. Let's give it a round of applause for Trip DeMott and the DeMotts.
There's a picture. of
Trip Strong. There's Trip right there. He is doing so good.
Always has that thumbs up.
He's doing so good, and it's great to have him come visit. He's doing a lot of therapy, and he's got some more things to go through, but it's so great seeing him get better and better and better and better and better. And we want to thank the DeMott Tractor. They have these cool things that are really high-tech and expensive, Don. Have you ever had one of these?
I never have, but every time I see one, I want to have one.
They're singing. I can't know that's playing. There's these are Rangers, and we want to thank the Trip Strong movement. We want to thank DeMott Tractor.
Ameris Bank.
And we all have much to be grateful for, not only the DeMott family for Trip's recovery, but this community. Ameris Bank is next. Ameris with a new logo, a new branding. It's a lion, I believe, isn't it, Don?
Yes.
It is. They joined with Fidelity Bank.
Okay.
Christmas.
We want to thank Ameris
Hi,
Bank.
Sam.
Some good people, familiar faces. And we want to thank Ameris Bank for doing a great float. We know that all these businesses have a lot, Joanne, to do during the holidays, but they come out and they put together these great floats. Well, what do we have next?
Next, we have Miss Sunbelt Expo Rodeo Queen. and
Slow
her
down,
court.
Miss Sunbelt Expo. Slow down.
So we can see you.
There
Miss
we
Sunbelt
go.
Expo
All right.
Rodeo Queen 2019, Sarah Lawson. She'll be competing in January for the coveted title of Miss Rodeo USA in Oklahoma.
Wow.
Wow, that is awesome.
That is something special.
Now, here's Rocco's Italian food truck. Surely they've made some lasagna or something for us, Don.
Well, I don't see him bringing it over here. So
Spaghetti, what do you have? No, they're just riding through.
Nope.
I'm joking with them. They do fantastic food, and they know they do. And everybody, if you've eaten their stuff, you know
fantastic.
about Rocco's. Is that right,
It
Joe?
is fantastic.
Have you had Rocco's?
I've had Rocco's.
very good.
Love all that cheese. Just
And they've
melted on the
got
top.
some low carb choices. So, Church of God of Prophecy, they're here every year, and we thank them once again for coming to the parade. They're making their way. Church of Prophecy. They always do a beautiful job on their float, and we want to thank them for again one of these beautiful Ram trucks pulling it.
They have a manger scene.
They have a snowman.
Christmas to remember,
having
the
a
theme
snowball
of the
fight
parade.
on their float.
Baby Jesus, manger scene. Beautiful float. Again, another amazing float where everybody's gone out of their way. And we have now Joanne coming up the street. What do we have?
Coming up, we have Mike's Towing. Mike's Towing is located on North Main Street. They offer 24-hour towing services, including local and long-distance towing, jump starts, out of fuel, tire changes, and lockouts. Call Mike's Towing for all of your towing needs. Hey, Mike.
Thank you, Mike's Towing.
Mike.
Beautiful
Here's
truck
Mike.
and another beautiful truck. I think there are some hay bales and some families on the back.
They have candy canes on the front. lights on the back. Nice.
Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
from and to Mike's Towing and Recovery. Up next, well, we're still doing Mike's.
Still
Mike's has
Mike's.
got a caravan of vehicles in the parade, which is great. I don't know how long that parade was up in Philadelphia you were talking about, but it can't be any longer than this parade because there's so many folks in this parade,
They are.
Joanne.
It's a
I bet
great
the
town.
50th Regiment can attest that it was a lot colder.
Yeah.
Probably so. Colquitt
Merry
County,
Christmas.
is this?
This is the Colquitt County Census Complete Counts Committee. Remember, the census has come up. Hey, Sarah.
We
Make future Christmases even brighter. Remember the census and its importance. Make sure you and your loved ones get counted in April 2020.
so remember
Not that far away, so make sure get out. Make sure you get counted.
I believe even the original Christmas story, there was a census going on.
Exactly right.
There was. There was.
That's a good tie-in.
So next up we have Miss Georgia Teen USA, Shanta Jackson.
Beautiful, beautiful young lady,
Awesome.
beautiful Jeep, and there's a wreath on the back.
Looking good.
You know, we have so many great organizations and activities, so many boys and girls participate in, and it's great to highlight them this time of year. I don't speak Spanish. What do we have
I'm gonna
coming
do
up
this for
here?
us.
Iglesia Manantial.
Hold it.
What does that mean, Don?
It's a church.
Okay, we have a church.
Oh, we've got Mary and Joseph and baby
Mary,
Jesus.
Joseph and Jesus,
And the wise
And
men.
the
There's
wise
some wise men.
pretty angels.
Beautiful costumes.
That's very nice. I'm very impressed by all of the entries this year, and that is something special there. I mean, it really is. Look at the costumes. This is the same entry, am I correct?
I believe so.
Yes, same entry.
We have
And
some
they're going to
live
sing
music.
for us. Let's listen. And we have yet another entry from this wonderful ministry full of kids.
Beautiful lighted arches.
Merry Christmas.
They have their
This is
Christmas
Ballo
spirit
Supply.
on.
No, Ballo Supply Company's coming up.
Coming up.
One of the things that we remember all the great churches and ministries, and so many are in this parade. This is Ballo Supply Company and Dim Boys Ministries. All right. They don't even need a mic.
Merry
You can hear them
Christmas.
10 miles away.
Ah, to be young.
Ballo Supply Company, on-site hydraulic hose repairs. That's huge here because of the agriculture industry and farming. Huge. We want to thank them not only for being part of our community, for being here tonight. This is the next one is if you're coming into downtown Moultrie and you're coming north in the downtown, you're probably going to pass this building. It is new and it is impressive and it is cute. It is the 3 Tilted Tulips. Joanne, do you know much about the Tilted Tulips? Here's the owner
I
here.
some stuff in there the other night. Thank you. Adorned
a
with
wonderful
floral
store.
It's a
design.
florist and gift shop entry, and they're new to Moultrie, and they have an awesome store and shop. And somebody brought me a candy cane and brought you guys a
Great,
candy cane
thank
from
you.
the 3
Thank you.
Tilted Tulips. Thank you for the candy cane. Thank you, 3 Tilted Tulips. Welcome to Moultrie and to downtown Moultrie.
Next we have Affinity Pediatrics of Moultrie.
Thank you. And these children are throwing candy canes
They are
at us.
Throwing candy canes.
All right. We want to thank Affinity Pediatrics, Joanne.
Thanks
Each
so
child is a
much.
present.
Every child is a present. Hi.
Lovely,
We have
lovely
Elsa in the
young
back.
ladies.
We have an Elsa. It's Frozen.
Is that Elsa?
It's Elsa from Frozen.
I haven't seen the new Frozen yet.
Next, we have On Point Riders.
Tell us about On Point Riders, their motorcycle ATV group. Is that correct?
That is correct. Let's just listen.
They look very fast.
Now, those are some sporty motorcycles there. Don, have you and Joanne ever had a motorcycle, a big motorcycle? You ever gone biking or cross country?
Dirt bike when I was very young.
Okay.
Back in the teen years when I had no sense of my own mortality.
Next, we have the U.S. National Forestry Queen. Hello.
U.S. National Forestry Queen's in our parade tonight. Thank you, ladies.
Baby Miss Harrison and Teen Miss Nelson.
Beautiful ladies. There's a tractor. Thank you.
Sowega Big Wheelers.
Beautiful tractor. A 1942 tractor. How about that? Oh, this is great. These are wonderful.
God,
What year is this one? 1956 tractor. Those are McCormick Farmall tractors. Those who know. This is an 830 John Deere diesel. What year is this one? 1970? 60. I was about to say by 70 they look different, but that's a 1960. That one is very similar to one I drove growing up working on the farm, actually, and a lot of memories there. Cox Elementary.
Cox Elementary Dance Team, directed by Catherine Madison and Shatika King. Together, they're dancing to Christmas music to make it a Christmas to remember. Thank you, ladies.
Look at this.
How cute.
How
How
cute
cute
are
is
you?
that?
They're all elves.
They're elves. Don, you need a hat like that.
I've got a hat like that. I just didn't wear it.
Next year, make sure you wear it because those are cool hats.
Next year.
Next year. Next up, we have MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Remember, don't drink and drive this year. Get a designated driver before you go out and have fun.
We want to thank MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, for participating in our community and also for being in our parade. Thank you. We want to recognize some important people. That is our fire departments. Culbertson Volunteer Fire Department. This fire department is sort of out toward the Spencefield area. Culbertson's out near Hopewell Church, and we have gone so far with our volunteer fire departments, the county commission over the years, and the fire departments have organized, and they have beautiful, great equipment, and they put their lives on the line for us just to volunteer because they want to do it. Thank you. Thank you.
Next up,
Merry Christmas.
We have Colquitt County Search and Rescue Team.
Colquitt County Search and Rescue Team is here tonight, and it is cold, it is dark, the canopy of lights is beaming down on us, and we are now looking at a beautiful red truck.
From
This is a
Northside
Tanker
Fire
11. This is Northside Volunteer Fire Department. Another great group of volunteers. If you head north from Moultrie, you can find Northside Volunteer Fire Department. What we have now?
Yes, we have the Boys and Girls Club of Moultrie, Colquitt County.
The Boys and Girls Club of Moultrie, Colquitt County. Oh, they're doing a little dance there.
All right,
Bringing
we
a
have
taste of the islands.
It is a taste. What island are we honoring? Is that Hawaii?
It's like Hawaii.
I bet it's warmer in Hawaii tonight than it is here in Moultrie, Georgia. I bet there are people in Hawaii watching us. Eastside Baptist Church is next.
Merry Christmas, Eastside Baptist Church.
Eastside Baptist Church is a historic church that has been in our community for many, 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 many years, and we know and love so many people there. Jesus is a Christmas to remember.
Merry Christmas.
Now the lights won't stay on.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
Beautiful float.
There's Miss Vicky, and she's got some grandkids and kids, and we want to recognize there's so many mega churches and ministries, which are great, but Eastside is one of those small Baptist churches that is still thriving and doing well. That's historic here in near our downtown, adjoining our downtown. What do we have next?
Next, we have the
Berlin.
I was going to say Berlin, but it's Berlin Fire Department.
It's Berlin Fire Department. I know a lot of good people there. And
Have their turnout suits on.
there's our friends from Berlin Fire Department. If you go from Moultrie going toward Valdosta, you will go through Berlin, and they are known for their orange fire truck. And we want to thank all of our friends in Berlin, Georgia. We do have good friends in Berlin, Georgia.
And be sure to slow down.
We want to thank all these towns and these fire departments for coming into the county seat in the center of our county. Norman Park Volunteer Fire Department. We head north from Moultrie toward Tifton, and we'll go through Norman Park, and here we are with their beautiful fire truck.
Another beautiful Colquitt County community.
Norman Park, of course, having Norman Baptist Assembly going through some changes over time, but great churches there, great businesses there, and we have some puppies. What do we have?
We have
What is this? What do we have?
SBB Georgia Line.
What is this? Georgia Line?
SBB Georgia Line.
What group is this? Dogs. They have dogs.
Yeah, dogs. In Christmas sweaters.
They what? It is the American Bulldog. American Bulldog group. Well, they were all bulldogs. I was about to suggest that. One of our judges told me that. I didn't know. There's another. Is this the same group?
Same
Same
group.
group.
Same group.
Same group.
Well, we've always had bulldogs out on the farm because they were great dogs. I'm a Georgia Bulldog, so who doesn't love a good bulldog? Look at this bulldog.
Happy boys.
He is.
American Bully. Now, is that different from the UGA dogs? What kind of dogs are the American Bullies?
It's a young breed. It was created in like 85. It's a mixture between different breeds because people wanted size for them to be really
Okay.
strong.
All right, so it's an American Bully breed, and that's an actual breed, and it's a type of bulldog, and that's your club and your organization's about that dog. Well, thank you for coming.
Next, we have our Moultrie Fire
very own
Department.
Moultrie Fire Department.
Guys.
Thank you, Moultrie Fire Department. We love the Moultrie Fire Department because they go into action. Just this end of the week near downtown, there was a fire to an old historic building, and
Action yesterday.
it was it yesterday? It was very impactful, and thank God they were there and knew what to do. Thank you, Moultrie Fire Department.
They received some new equipment this week also.
We're getting new equipment. What new equipment are we getting in for our fire department?
They are replaced some of their rescue equipment that they use to open up vehicles in case of bad accidents, bad wrecks.
We want to thank our mayor and council and the city manager and all the folks who worked hard to make that happen, to get some new equipment in.
Recently, we saw too. They got new helmets, didn't they?
They did. They got new helmets that were donated to the department from Woodman.
And I love how the fire department pitches in and helps out with downtown events. Amy Johnson and her staff get them, as well as the police department, pitch in and help. Without all of them, things like this, a tremendous parade could not be possible. What do we have next?
Next, we have Angels Touch Full Service Salon.
It's a car full of angels.
It's a car full of
Now, Angels Touch Salon, where is this business located at? Do we know?
No, but where are you located? Across the street from Old Mexico near
Across the street from Old Mexico near Wendy's is where they're located. I know where Wendy's is at and Old Mexico
Angel Salon.
because I like to eat, and that's where Angels Touch of Full Service is at. All right, Rocky Cisneros and Mini-Me Rocky Cisneros there. Premier Pools.
Premier Pools is your
Premier
number one
Pools.
store for all your pool needs, as well as your barbecue grills, including Carmado Joe's Camp Chef, along a variety of barbecue seasonings, sauces, and accessories.
We want to thank Rocky, his lovely wife, and his son for being a great business that participates, and also a new retail store
And look
near
who
our
it is.
downtown. Thank you, Rocky, and Premier Pools. What do we have next?
Next, we have the City of Moultrie Utilities with Santa Claus.
This is it. This is the finale. We have the real Santa Claus. Everybody welcome Santa Claus.
Santa!
And Rudolph. I don't think that's the real Rudolph, but it is the real Santa Claus.
City of Moultrie Utilities is managed by Elvira Gibson, the director. Wonderful friend and colleague.
All right, the deal is, the director was telling me, Rudolph's nose is one of the original lights from the courthouse, so that's very appropriate. Santa Claus, we love Santa Claus.
Santa!
Merry Christmas. Welcome to Moultrie, Santa Claus. And that is the end of the parade. Awesome parade, wouldn't you say?
It was a fantastic parade. So much, we were so thankful for being here, and thanks for having us.
Oh, well, it is awesome having PCOM Medical School here. It is awesome having you as the administrative director there. It is awesome having Don here with all the great improvements going on, helping out with technology at the city. It is great to have all of the restaurants, the coffee shop, the great businesses, the gift shops downtown. So many places, resorts and places, they try to recreate outdoor activity centers with stores and things, and we have the original with an irreplaceable courthouse that is just awesome. And during the holidays, if you've never been down to see the Canopy of Lights, get down here, wouldn't you say?
Come on down and
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, come
Thank you
down
for letting us be part of this.
on Thanksgiving when they're lit. It's a wonderful celebration.
Well, that wraps up the parade this year. A special thanks to Amy Johnson, Main Street Director, who's somewhere getting the parade on through, all of her staff. We want to thank Mayor, Council, City Manager, County Administrator, Colquitt County Commission. We want to thank all of the businesses downtown, all of the people who help put on all of the holiday events, and we want to wish you and yours from downtown Moultrie under the canopy of lights. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
God bless.
Thanks.